Criminal man spent $43,000 on new windows and a sliding glass door. Now they are leaking and failed county inspection.
When the homeowner says he ran into roadblocks getting them fixed, he knew he'd better call Bankin. And 8 on Your Side consumer investigator Shannon Bankin joins us now in studio with his story.
Jen, Ty, this saga has been going on since November. And when I saw what this family was dealing with, I knew I had to get involved.
Dominic Lampos tells me that aside from buying this house, buying 22 windows and a sliding glass door in November is the largest purchase he's ever made. He called me desperate for help, saying Home Depot and the contractors they hired were not making things right after this job went terribly wrong.
They used screws that were only like 1.5 inches long, and they're supposed to go 1.5 inches into the stud. But they have to go through 2 sheets of plywood before they even hit the stud, so that would obviously not work.
There was damage to the interior trim and water leaking in around windows.
This is the one that leaked. You can see the water damage.
Dominic says a second contractor came out to reinstall the windows, but he thinks the situation got worse. Then in January, Pinellas County inspectors failed the project, citing numerous problems, including nail holes that were too big and look like they won't hold the windows.
A few days after that, it rained, and it barely rained, and it poured in. There was a puddle on my windowsill, and it was coming in just the one window.
And have they been here to fix it since then?
No, they have not. They have ignored me since then. For a while, I was talking to the district manager for installs, and he completely ignored me. He would say, "Oh, we're going to send an engineer out like once a week," but nothing ever happened.
So Dominic knew he'd better call Bankin so I can do what I do. I reached a spokesman for Home Depot who promised to look into this. And 24 hours later, workers were at Dominic's house, coming up with a plan to fix this mess.
A Home Depot spokesperson tells me that they were already working to resolve this matter, and he says after today's visit, there will be a comprehensive checklist to ensure that all workmanship concerns are thoroughly addressed and resolved, and he says they are committed to taking care of this and that they're thankful for the opportunity to make this right.
Which are all the things you would hope that Home Depot would say, so yes. I know you'll stay on it, but what does Dominic think about this?
Well, Dominic is hopeful because he was very worried about this. He's hopeful, and he tells me that he was told that they will replace all 22 windows and the sliding glass door and repair the trim with stucco. He says that he was told that they have to reorder the windows, so it's going to be 8 to 12 weeks, so this will take some time, but again, I will stay on this to make sure that it's made right this time.
No kidding, because in 8 to 12 weeks, we'll be approaching
season.
the summer. All right, stay on it. Thank you, Shannon.